Ladies and gentlemen, my name is the Alpha. Welcome to another edition of the AlphaOnAir podcast for Sunday, June 23rd, 2024, the year of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Cristo. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing alright. Trying to move everything correctly in its right spot before I that's not commentary. There you go. But tonight, this kind of, but honestly, this story did come kind of out of left field. I'm not gonna lie, because for those that who are in small commentary, it's just been the Triton drama show, the Huggy show, whatever's insert Spurg here type of deal, right? So we've been kind of going through that a little bit here. So but tonight here we're gonna just getting all my docket ready here for y'all, and we're gonna be talking about, obviously I'm coining it as Whispergate. I feel like it is a 100% accurate name for this type of situation that's going on. And I've been just kind of like, should I even talk about it? Should I even do anything about it? Like something along those lines. All right. So I thought about it more and more and more and more, and then I was like, you know what? Let's actually do it. I want to do it. It's kind of a full circle thing I said on Twitter last night. But kind of before I get into kind of the meat and potatoes of everything, right? So let me kind of share a sentiment that I didn't have until someone who was a Twitch partner pointed it out to me, and it's kind of funny to me. I don't know why, but it is. But about 2017, 2016, I was playing with a CSGO streamer at the time, Todd Awesome, who I dearly miss on the platform. His brand of comedy was absolutely golden. And we're just on stream. We're just talking. Like I'm in the chat, being a chatter, because I wasn't doing content creation full time. I was just kind of doing, you know, I was just streaming on the Xbox here and there, and then streaming through the PC every once in a while. You know, that type of deal, right? And so someone mentioned something about Dr. Disrespect. He sat there and said, you know what Dr. Disrespect reminds me of? He reminds me of Hulk Hogan. If Hulk Hogan and the Macho Man Randy Savage had a baby. And I still think this to this day. And I never heard of him at that point, because he was just becoming, like, I think at the time was he was the number 3 streamer. Ninja was becoming number 2. He was about to beat trying trying to remember who. I think it was PewDiePie because that was around the same time PewDiePie. A lot of the PewDiePie stuff, with him saying the N word on stream came out, if I recall, and so I watched this dude, and I'm like, and spoiler alert, I am a autistic man that loves professional wrestling, so anything professional wrestling wise, I'm gonna instantly pop. Like, just he was hitting it on all cylinders that day. So uh I'll be upfront here. I'm gonna say, like, I I am a fan of Doctor Disrespect, but not in like the most traditional sense. Like, not in that sense. Not in any of the sense that a lot of people are going now. Well, shit, did he touch him? Did he? Did he did the yeah to his no parts? No, 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 not that way. Not that way. Um, I was a fan of his just simply because it brought back a lot of memories growing up watching wrestling. You got this big overly bearing like baby face, and then you got the dastardly heel that was like either him. Uh, it was either him or Dr. Osiris. Who was it? Dr. Osiris. It was Dr. Lupo. There you go, Dr. Lupo. Asmongold, I think, at one point, when they did a charity game. Like, I really celebrated those things. So when he basically decided to, uh, when he got canned by Twitch, um, a lot of things didn't seem right to me. You know. Okay, hold on. Timestamp here. Um, I am gonna turn this up, and over time I will be taking some calls. I will take some calls. If you guys want to call in, just let me know. Um, I will definitely try my best to get you in here as fast as I can. I'm not like the most fluid currently, because I'm only working on one screen, so I'm just kind of going with the flow of things here. Uh, so let's see here. That one, that one. I should have organized this a little bit better, but I'm just trying to get everything on the panel here going, and then I'll show it to you guys here. And so when he got banned, a lot of people, even I had my speculations with that. There is some people saying, like, he was in a that he broke um some like a and I want to say this before I go any further. Like, there's some stuff that I'm not 100% sure about. 1000% when it comes to that type of stuff. So let me just state that. So, but go ahead and put this one here. Here, I should have organized this before. I'm sorry, guys. You're having to deal with my unorganization. Come on. Nope. There you go. Okay. So let's begin with the day that he got banned. So I am gonna properties. There we go. Take a look at this here. This is the video that everyone knows for the infamous day. What they said, the sun came for Doctor Disrespect. You know, um, I got to say this. It when I wasn't even around when this happened. I think I was somewhere out of state, and I was just coming back home when this all happened, and I didn't see it till the next day. But this was kind of like one of those strange type of deals that I've seen with it. So look what he's doing right now. He's looking at the monitor right there.
I love it, man. See the self-confidence in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. The self-confidence.
See, now that's what let me see here. This is the first timestamp here. Right there. I want to make sure he's this. So he gets out his phone. Now, I think he said in a older interview in the HDH3 that he actually has two phones. So he has the one that is his like actual like IRL phone that he uses for his day-to-day business, and then he has like the flip phone for gimmick and everything like that. So now he pretends he makes it so usually he does it the flamboyant way, just like brings it up to his ear and just like flicks it open. It's like yeah, you know, that stuff. And then what would happen next is he just kind of looks at everything and just kind of is like, okay, I've been told this, I'm getting banned after, as soon as the stream's done, I'm done on this platform. Like, what am I supposed to do? Just, you can kind of see the brain, the...
Watch me take over. I love it, man. See the self-confidence in the chat? That's what I'm talking about. The self-confidence of the Champions Club, it's at an all-time high, and don't ever stop. Please, don't ever stop. You got to be strong in this world, man.
And that's where a lot of the fans things now. Yeah, that thankfully, thanks to Catfish Bradley. Please don't be a catfish. Don't catfish people. Now, why am I showing that? Well, because a couple days ago, a former Twitch, CPM explainer. I don't know what CPM is, but I guess from what a lot of people that have been around Twitch for the longest time, they know who this person is. He at least has some hierarchy up here. Now, a lot of people say that he must have been a low employee on the totem pole. He wouldn't know anything about this. Right? But he's not. So he wouldn't know like some of the reasons that Dr. Disrespect was the guy banned. Now, I could play devil's advocate here and say like maybe the what if of maybe what if Dr. Disrespect was doing something here. Now let me see here. Where is it? I just had it up here not too long ago. 6. Okay, there we go. That tweet was meant for later, but there we go. He says on Twitter here, June 21st, it's 7:24 p.m., almost to the day. I want to point that out. Someone didn't even point this out. It was almost to the day that he got banned. Almost to the day. It's been what? Almost, what is it, about 4 or 5 years since this happened? And this is what they said. They said he got banned because he got caught sending lewdies, verbal or picturized lewdies to a minor. And then in this existing Twitch and then the then existing Twitch Whispers product, he was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. The powers that be could read in plain text. Case closed, gang. No one knows. No one has made the wrong decision. Fuck him and his boys. So I'm kind of thinking, like, who else would remember this? So I go back into the archives, of tweets, and I pull this up. Rod Belusher, or Belasu, whatever you want to pronounce his name, also known as Slasher. We all know Slasher. I think everyone at least knows Slasher for his attempted Riz. There was an attempt, right? There was an attempt. He says this was from the day, I think it was like 2 days after that he got banned. And so he says, look, for several hours now, I've been told from credible sources the reason Dr. Disrespect has been banned. However, due to the importance and sensitivity around the subject, I have refrained from going on it. I don't feel comfortable with it currently. Now, that throws a red. Now, at first, that didn't throw a red flag at me, but then that threw when Cody came out today, or 2 days ago, that kind of sent me a red flag. So I was like, okay, what would make sense in this? Now, there's a lot of spiraling debates about what exactly he was being banned for. A lot of people saw him as the potential of doing something that was against TOS, because someone said that it was against TOS. I could speculate that and say there might have been probably a morality clause in his contract. Now, I know from a lot of the older Twitch, when it was Justin TV, and then became Twitch, and they became partners on the platform, they have said that there has been some the contracts are way different from what they were from back in the day when it became Twitch TV and Amazon took over. Now, I could speculate that there was they haven't changed the contracts for a very long time, up until a lot of the streamers began to leave Twitch. Like, obviously, for example, Ninja, when he left for Mixer, Dr. Lupo leaving for Mixer and then coming back to YouTube, and now doing I think he's doing YouTube and Twitch, if I'm not mistaken. Ninja doing YouTube, Twitch, and I think and TikTok now, because obviously they need that crazy money, because they don't see TikTok as a rival yet. That's what I'm saying here when I say that. So now the only thing I can speculate now is, well, what's going on? So how can we speculate some other stuff um, about this guy? So I just kind of um, I kind of just sat there and just looked at some of the reporters talking about this, and this Jake Lucky, or I said Lackley because he lacks some things. Sometimes when he makes an educated attempt, I mean, it's sometimes not very educated there. Jake, let me hold on. Let me make sure. Oh, nope, nope, nope. See, this is why I need a. This is why I need to get my second monitor back. I need to move in quicker. Let's see here. Transfer prop 1. Wait, why is it not working? There it goes. Okay, there it is. All right. So Jake Lakely says the following. He says a former Twitch employee has come forward and stated that the alleged reason Dr. Disrespect's permanent Twitch ban being for sending some inappropriate stuff to a minor in the previous Tech Whispers product. Now you might be sitting there going like, okay, so they're talking about whispers. What are whispers? Well, it's not the let me talk to you. You know, that stuff. You know, like the let me talk to you about your cars instead. Is actually a function that you see on Twitch called Whispers. Now, this is the article that came out about it in 2005 or 2015. It says June 5th, June 10th, 2015 says, "Hey, you, let's whisper." Now you can send private chat messages without leaving your current chat. And whisper to your friends, followers, and subscribers to chat privately one-on-one across all of Twitch. Your whispers will show up in a line with the rest of chat on web and mobile, no matter apps, no matter what channel you're on. If you're watching Lyric and your friend is watching Man vs. Game, you can still whisper to him and her as long as you both are online. But only you and the user that you whisper to will ever see the conversation. Now, see, they should be updating that because there's some people who are top executives that have said, also in other cases of this whole situation, that has stated that in certain cases they can look into your whispers. So if you're sharing, the girl's number from 2 doors down that is in the Twitch chat, don't be doing that. If you're sharing like a social security number, don't be doing that. A docs, nothing. They will know, and they will promptly ban you probably for that. So they're alleging that if that is the case, this Cody Connors person is alleging that Dr. Disrespect messaged a minor and they had interactions to the point where they were meeting up with each other. They were going to meet up with each other at TwitchCon, which at the time was at I think at the time when the before the ban happened was still in San Diego. By the way, I hope anyone has noticed they moved back to San Diego after a year in Vegas. Probably for the best. So let's see here. I want to make sure I still have chat up just in case. But wait, what's next for chat? Offline delivery, pop out instant messages, more. Stay tuned. And then here's some frequently asked questions here. That is interesting to me. for some reasons. Um, it says, what happens if I try to whisper to a user whose settings don't allow it? Don't worry, we'll let you know. You will get a message in chat if another user's settings don't allow you to send them a whisper. It's kind of like how in certain discords, uh, there's people who have a setting where you have to be friends with them to send them a message, or you have to share like a mutual server with them. That type of stuff. That's a pretty good like blockade for certain things that could potentially happen. But my whole thing is, so let's kind of go in the hypotheticals here for a minute and say, like, for instance, if Dr. Disrespect was messaging a minor on there, wouldn't the protocol at Twitch have it so to where he had a that it would ping the server immediately, and the information would be sent to the FBI? They wouldn't, or FBI, or whatever investigation place that they would have to go to for these types of situations. I would assume because the company is based out of California, they would have to go to the California FBI agents, and then they'll send someone over to transfer it to their division in whatever the United States jurisdiction, or in some cases international jurisdiction of that. But that's just me just kind of speculating, and me having somewhat of an understanding of what's going on. So now Rod Slasher comes back right into it and says, I didn't lie. And so so all this energy is coming right at him and everything, and to the point where Dr. Disrespect responds to him and says, listen, obviously, or that isn't the tweet, but this is the tweet right there. Thank God for Twitch being X being a little bit more easier to work on. On Brave, at least in my opinion. Dr. Disrespect says, Jake, seriously, I get it. It's a hot topic, but this has been settled. No wrongdoing was acknowledged, and they paid out the whole contract. So, a lot of people didn't even think about this for a minute and go, probably didn't catch the hint about what they were talking about. Now, I'm not going to sit here and go, well, he was probably none of the wiser about these said allegations about him meeting a minor and everything like that. I think it's kind of ridiculous the way that people kind of look at that and go, well, he didn't, he shouldn't be meeting up with minors and everything. I mean, obviously, yeah, that's the take here, but like, there's people already using guilty till proven innocent. There's certain places that absolutely do this without a shadow of a doubt. If you give them an inch, they'll take a mile from you, and you're behind bars for 10, 15 years. One of the great examples of that is obviously the Japanese legal system. There is a wonderful documentary that I watched that absolutely surprised me of the jail culture, and how, and I didn't even know this. Did you know that there is actually an actual day where the people in, I think it's in Nagoya, I could be wrong, have a prison festival. So what they do is they have a festival like right near the grounds and everything like that. They do like have little small concerts, demonstrations of like the Japanese version of SWAT, and like you get to eat what those who are staying there for like 6 months up to, I think the longest running the longest prison settlement or prison term that I've seen ever given in Japan was it other than the death penalty um, was an 80-year um, jail sentence because originally it was for in vehicular manslaughter, and then it got uh, brought up to additional charges, which, like I said before, if you give an inch, they'll take a foot and then the whole mile. And that's how usually the prison system, the justice system in Japan works. A lot of people are using that mentality like, oh well, it looked like you were in the wrong place at the wrong time. You're already guilty, without understanding this. We live in a country where um, it is innocent till proven guilty in the court of law. Now, I'm not one for vigilante justice. Now, if there was absolute proof, and let's say the prison, or not the prison, the uh, the judge absolutely, the judge or the jury miscalls it, and it ruins it ruins the whole trial and everything, and the guy gets away scot-free. Now, in that case, then I do believe that, especially those who do things with minors and everything like that, like really disgusting things with minors, should get absolutely the death penalty. And I saw recently, Tennessee is now the second state that any minors under the age of, I think it's 15 in Tennessee and 12 in Florida, it's an auto death penalty. And I guess some people are trying to contest it because of constitutional rights. I'm like, look, at the end of the day, innocent lives are going to be changed regardless of how you feel about that. And I know I'm going into a side tangent here about this, but most people deserve the wood chipper. That's all I gotta say about that in terms of that. But anyway, so a lot of people are sitting there going to go like, okay, yeah, Dr. Disrespect deserves the jail sale, everything like that. And so Cabos, which Cabos is kind of 50-50 with a lot of things that he says half the time. He says, gonna need more than that with pedo accusations, Doc. This reads very weird. And I could actually absolutely see that, yeah, you can, this was worded in such a weird way that I think he's finally saw this and he was like, okay, let me respond to it, but also give me enough time to make a response, because the next day, today, or not today, actually yesterday, on the 22nd of June, he says, listen, I'm obviously tied to legal obligations from the settlement with Twitch, but I just need to say, what can I say, since this is the fucking internet. I didn't do anything wrong. All this has been probed, settled, and nothing illegal. No wrongdoing was found, and I was paid. Elden Ring Monday. And then Keemstar, and listen, Keemstar, I get it. Keemstar sometimes says some things that are absolutely bangers. Like, absolute bangers. Like, he could say the most righteous thing that I would appreciate more than anything. And then he says something like this, bro, why won't you say I was not talking to a minor trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon, like what was alleged? Keem doesn't you got to understand that there's some like King should know legalese here a little bit. Like if there's an allegation, it's just simply that, an allegation. If there there's an allegation that has evidence and has merit to it, then it should have been out by now. It should have been out right after before Dr. Disrespect decided to sue Twitch, because in that case that would have made it in a whole open book. So that's why I'm kind of speculating right now that there's a potential that Dr. Disrespect, they were handling the Dr. Disrespect thing by the book, by the law, and everything like that. And then when, and then one or two things happen. One or two things could happen. So this is kind of just me playing speculation station here. So the first thing is, I think I have a theory that there was someone who interacted with Dr. Disrespect to the point where Dr. Disrespect wasn't aware that they were a minor, and that they didn't say, and the person that was interacting with Dr. Disrespect wasn't a minor, but still made it implied it enough to where they actually revealed their age, and then Twitch had to deal with it because, like I said before earlier, they do have the ability to actually look into the Whispers program within their API or whatever you want to call it. So I have an ongoing theory. So I think it's one or two things. So the first theory is it was someone trying to catfish him in an attempt to get him to have a sussy response to this. To catch him like to catch a predator type of stuff, Chris Hansen from Dateline NBC. I'm here talking to you, Dr. Disrespect. That type of deal. Won't you have a seat there, Doc? That type of stuff. So, and this is the second theory, because I've been thinking about this, and this could be a potential what if, and I would love to see someone absolutely kind of get their get some dirt under their nails, so to speak, to find this out or not. I believe, because obviously before he was banned off of Twitch, he was banned before a year earlier for recording in an IRL stream at San Diego Comic-Con in the bathrooms, which is a huge no-no in that state, as far as I've been told, and everything like that. And a lot of the news media speculated that. Now, in 2017, there was a thing going on where he had an alleged affair that happened with a woman, and eventually I assumed his wife found out, and then one day on an IRL stream, he in a stream, a very, very short stream, with not with the gimmick on, just being the guy who made all your favorite Call of Duty lobbies, Call of Duty maps, everything, and he was very emotional and sitting there going like, hey, I fucked up, because like I'm not gonna lie to you, sit there and go, well, Dr. Disrespect cheated on his wife. I mean, for a guy his age, I wouldn't be too shocked, but I mean, his wife was very attractive, very, very attractive lady. I'm like, that's the type of thing that I'm sitting there going like, well, okay, well, why is this happening? So I kind of pondered, and then some people within the commentary sphere found some stuff out. So um, let me make sure I have it ready for y'all. Why? Now, I was just gonna sit here and just kind of um over the last 2 days, there was some developments of that, right? So let me find it here. This is it. Okay, there we go. Oh, I already had it uploaded ready to go, so I'll just move over here. So this is from Comic Cop. Shout out to Comic Cop. He is a truly amazing guy. Really do appreciate him. Person, I should say. I don't know what gender they are. On Pride Month, Russ. On Pride. I'm sorry. And this is what it says. Cody Connors, in parentheses, at Evil, said the former Twitch employee who said Dr. Disrespect was caught sexting a minor had previously been using this information in an attempt to sell tickets to his show. Disgusting behavior. So, what we got here, and I'm gonna actually put this in a new tab, and we're gonna concentrate on just two specific, the bottom of this picture. So we're gonna take a look at this one here. So this is the first one. This is at the Donald spot in Brooklyn, New York, Mona Lisa Studios, where he's advertising for his band. And says it says 721, and this is from July 14th. Advertising saying, "Listen, if all 3 dates sell out, I'll tell you why he got banned." Now, in looking further into these some of these tweets, because now I actually have that one right here, and I could show you guys. This is an actual tweet that was made by Mr. Connors here, and says, "Gamer friends, if you're on the East Coast, you should come to one of these shows. Slasher is coming to the New York date. There's a 500-person room, and we're like 70% on pre-sale. I always act out around Rod. If that show sells out, I'll 100% explain why we banned him during the set." Now, notice these numbers here. It says only 10 likes and only one comment. Now, I don't remember if that is a potential bot of things, so we're just kind of going by the Deftones of that. So here's I think this is the other one. Yep, this is the another one. And this is the same thing. But a year ago on Halloween. And says, if you like my very niche insights on esports and content creation, then you would love hearing me play guitar loud as fuck. Tour with tiny moving parts, and WGD band, World's Greatest Dad Band, starts tomorrow. Maybe I'll get so swept up in the spirit of the music that I'll blurt out why we banned him. Somehow, and then someone said, "Somehow you were able to say the most real out of all of us." What says, I'm enjoying your don't give a fuck, let's go. Now this one had 18. This has 3. Now I could just sit here and I can I could possibly see um in a problem for both sides here. That being Twitch and Doctor Disrespect. So I it's pretty much I think a common consensus here between those who are covering this that um there was probably an inappropriate conversation that may or may not happen even. Maybe it's so made up that someone possibly could have just done it just to get Doc banned permanently on there. I know a lot of people in the Twitch community during the rise of Doc got really annoyed with Doc, and I could see why. He's very outlandish, very throwbackish to like the older wrestlers of old. So I could see that. I could see that being the thing. But if I may put on the tinfoil hat here and open up a conspiracy here and say they're going like, I think it, if anything, it was a, I think, in my opinion, that the woman that he had an affair with was trying to catfish him 100% to get him fired. Now, I have no proof of that. I'm just speculating. Once again, I could speculate this because I believe there, if you factor in some of the controversies that Doctor Disrespect was in over the years, that I could see that working against him rather than for him, and it got to the point where after it was settled and everything like that, like Doctor Disrespect was like, "Hey, I don't want any interactions with this woman or anything like that. So if there's a way to possibly ban, um, auto ban this person from using like an account to watch my streams or interact with me or anything like that, like that could have been a possible like request of Doctor Disrespect, and they probably just were like, "Oh, you're just don't worry about it, Doc. It's not like this woman's gonna follow you around or something like that." Um, but I can I could smell that this is gonna either become one or two things. Either that there's gonna be a litigation, or either one or two things is gonna happen. Either Cody's gonna get possibly sued by Doctor Disrespect, or Doctor Disrespect is gonna get an upcoming of some sorts. Because usually when it comes to um, the Me Too movement of 2019 to about 2021, there was a lot of people that had the rule of thumb of if there's one allegation, there's another one right behind it. And I think there's some speculation that this could be a potential thing that's happening. And if so, then that's going to paint Doc in a very bad light. But also, once again, the burden of proof is on Cody. And if Cody can't prove that that was the reason why he wasn't getting, or why he was banned for that reason, then that's going to lead to that's going to lead to a lot of people not wanting to trust Cody. And here's the thing, also, because I want to also remind people, Twitch had a dear lady. A dear lady. Now, look, I respect everyone within the LGBTQ plus A plus community. I have many friends, family members that are good friends, like family friends. Like they would be my god. If I had children, they would definitely be the first on the list as like godparent or you know um you know if knock on wood, if I ever go beyond the rift to go see the big man upstairs, I would, those guys would probably have the power of attorney to tell the guy, hey, look, just kick the bucket, whatever's in his state, he'll pay for it, it's fine, that type of deal. But this is, I don't know how many more times we're gonna get people that who don't like Dr. Disrespect constantly harasses. Like I know he's a little feisty around the ears, so to speak. Um, I definitely know that for sure. You know, um, um, like I believe that there should be um like I do believe there is a need to um I feel like there is a need to make sure that um kids under 18 are not going to be able to um be involved in these types of situations. Now I know that's a little harsh for me to say because like um you know most kids have an opinion by like a really solid opinion by 16, 17, 18, like something like that, but they're still trying to figure out life. Last thing I want to hear is someone on Twitch, a big Twitch streamer, was having a whole ring of underage kids talking to him and potentially meeting up at places when they're going to like PAX East or Comic Con and everything like that. That's the reason why I've always kind of believed in something that Tommy C has always said best, that I and I think he was joking, but at the same time I don't think he was joking because he's a pop and all that. But he said, I think he said, and I'm paraphrasing here, so just allow me to kind of paraphrase a little bit. And basically, kind of said tongue in cheek, like kids shouldn't be on the internet. Like kids after 14, kids after 14, 15, like they should be able to like at least get on Xbox, be with their friends and everything like that. But like um parents need to pay attention more. I think parents need to pay attention more. I think not only that, like um, we if we have to have the stranger danger dance, um, be taught to the modern America, because trust me, for those who were born in the '90s, if you know, the stranger danger dance. We don't want strangers in. We don't want strangers because that will be danger. you know. So I think that's it. I think that's honestly it. How I feel about this. If anyone's watching, uh, I would like to see what you guys think in the comment section below. Um, but my whole opinion on Doctor Disrespect is this, and I wanted to present all of this the speculative side, and then also like kind of just bring up the facts of what's going on currently in the state. Now, if there's more stuff, there will be possibly another Alpha on Air live stream, or just a quick 10-minute video, something like that, something along the sorts. It probably won't be 10 minutes, probably be like an hour because you know me. fucking dapper yapper here. But if you happen to like this video, please like it and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and just put the Discord out here. And there you guys go. There's the Discord. I'll spam it one more time, a couple times. I don't know why I just did that twice. Do the thing real quick and do the thing at the beginning of the Discord. If you want to hop in, go to the green room, and I will drag you in. In any case, here. Stuff, you know. But I now there's a lot of people trying to, because I have been seeing a lot of inkling rumors about this on Twitter, and I want to be very perfectly clear when I say this, right? I want to be very perfectly clear when I say, don't go after people's sponsors. Don't go after people's sponsors. Like, we've seen how that happened with Keemstar when Ethan Klein said that. We all know what happened with that. That is not cool by any means of the stretch of that. Like, we don't want that to happen. Like, because I've always had the opinion that people should have the wherewithal to make their own decisions, and that includes businesses as well. In that case, I do believe that in that situation with that happened between H3H3 and Ethan Klein, I do believe that was fair. I do believe that was a very fair assessment for that to happen. Trying to remember. Oh, hold on. I'm not bonus roll. I need a family roll. We're gonna get you the family roll as well. Get you. I forgot that I haven't given these guys any rolls yet for it. But yeah, you know, I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to do so. While I do that, play some lo-fi in the background here real quick. think one side's a lot louder than that, but um, give you guys another minute. So I think we'll probably wrap it up here. Um, 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 yeah, I think that's it. Really. I really don't have anything else to say other than that. Like it seems like it's just we're in this weird like I don't know how to explain it other than like I think we're in this weird precedence currently where like I think like because of the Me Too movement, there is a lot of people using you know the whole factor of how can I explain it other than just like um I guess the best like the factor of like innocent till proven or guilty till proven innocent. Whether it uh I think a lot of people have given up a lot of hope uh to the to I think a lot of people just given up hope with like the police helping and everything like that, which is a fair feeling. Like there's some like I've heard some really bad horror stories from like major cities, like Chicago, San Francisco, and fucking Austin, Miami, especially Miami, um, like that type of stuff. It just kind of blows you away that you see something like that happen, and you know, uh, but I think it's just business need to be transparent, and if Twitch wasn't very transparent, and say like the worst case scenario happens here, and Twitch um absolutely shat the bed with this, then at that point, Twitch doesn't have any room to talk anymore. At that point, Twitch's reputation for being an LGBTQ plus ally is gonna what allyship? There's not gonna be an allyship anyway. Like um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think I don't think this shit didn't happen. I think there's some things that and someone said that they heard it from secondhand, which if and like I said before, where's the Jake? Because I think he said something. Jake Luckily. Jake Luckily. That's how you pronounce his name. Gaming World. The Gaming World Tour. Alright, where? Let's see. I know someone said this was someone said that that this was coming from a secondhand source. And like I said, if it was a secondhand source, then it was. So. Anyway, I guess that's it for me. Uh, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen the next couple days. Just keep your eyes and ears peeled for it. Uh, but just keep your eyes and ears peeled for it, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side. I'm the Alpha Russ, saying peace out in Greece. Everything's holy in Tim Tebow. Adios.
Was it nights out with the boys, slamming drinks down at the bar? Was it all the pretty women and all the fancy cars? Was it 'cause I had a job and a nice girlfriend at home? Was it every time I fucked it up and had to sleep alone? Was it you or was it me? Was this pain a necessity? Was it everything I needed for the fight? 'Cause I went searching for the answer in the bottom of a bottle, but the bottom of the bottle always came up dry. Was it you or was it me? Was this pain a necessity? Was it everything I needed for the fight?
There was a misinput. Calm down! You calm the fuck down! There was a misinput!
Oh my fucking god.
God, this community is overreacting.